Karen mocked Mom's uniform that cost her $17,500 and a restraining order. The flower shop on Main Street was a haven of color and scent, where roses whispered love and lilies sang of loss. Karen, 17, strode in with the confidence of youth and privilege, her designer sneakers squeaking on the polished wood floor. Her friends trailed behind, their laughter sharp and carefree. Karen's eyes, sharp as thorns, scanned the shop, landing on Maria, the janitor. Maria, in her faded blue uniform, was sweeping petals from the floor, her movements steady, almost meditative. To Karen, she was invisible until she wasn't. "Look at her," Karen sneered, loud enough for the shop to hear. "Who wears that ugly uniform in a place like this? Bet she's too poor to afford anything else." Her friends giggled, egging her on. Maria's shoulders stiffened, but she kept sweeping, her lips pressed tight. Karen, emboldened, pulled out her phone, snapping a photo. "This is going viral," she said, typing furiously. "Janitor goals, right?" The post went up on X, captioned with cruel emojis and hashtags mocking Maria's appearance. Within minutes, likes and retweets poured in. Maria, 42, was no stranger to hard work. She'd raised her son, Diego, alone, cleaning floors to pay for his college dreams. The flower shop was her second job, a place where she found quiet pride in keeping beauty alive. But Karen's words cut deeper than any broom could sweep away. She felt the eyes of customers on her, their whispers blending with the hum of the shop. Still, she said nothing. Silence was her shield. Karen's post spread like wildfire. By evening, it had thousands of shares, each one a dagger to Maria's dignity. But the internet is a fickle beast, and not all who saw it laughed. Among them was Lila, a quiet florist who worked in the back, arranging bouquets with hands that trembled with rage. Lila had known Maria for years, knew the sacrifices she made, the nights she went without sleep to cover Diego's tuition. Lila, unbeknownst to Karen, was also a law student, studying at night, her mind sharp with justice. The next day, Karen returned to the shop, basking in her newfound online fame. She didn't notice Lila watching from the corner, her phone recording. Karen, spotting Maria again, doubled down. "Still here, cleaning lady? Don't you ever get tired of being nobody?" This time, Maria looked up, her eyes steady. "I'm somebody to my son," she said softly. The words hung in the air, simple but heavy. Karen faltered, but only for a moment. "Whatever," she scoffed, turning away. Lila had enough. That night, she combed through Karen's X profile, finding a pattern of cruel posts targeting others' classmates, teachers, even strangers. Lila contacted a lawyer friend, and together they built a case. Maria, reluctant at first, agreed to speak. "It's not just about me," she said. "It's about everyone she's hurt." The lawsuit was filed. Defamation, harassment, and emotional distress. The evidence was damning. Karen's own words, preserved on X, were her undoing. The courtroom was a different kind of stage. Karen, dressed in a tailored blazer, looked smaller without her phone in hand. Her parents, wealthy but distant, sat stone-faced as the judge read the verdict. Maria's lawyer presented screenshots, witness testimonies, and even a tearful statement from Diego, who spoke of his mother's quiet strength. The twist came when Lila took the stand. She wasn't just a florist. She was Maria's fiercest ally, her legal research uncovering Karen's history of online cruelty. Lila's testimony turned the tide, revealing Karen's pattern of targeting vulnerable people for clout. The judge's gavel fell. Karen was ordered to pay $17,500 in damages for emotional distress and legal fees. A restraining order barred her from contacting Maria or entering the flower shop. The courtroom gasped, but Maria's face remained still, her victory bittersweet. Karen's parents paid the fine, but the real cost was her reputation. Her X account, once a throne of popularity, became a graveyard of deleted posts and blocked followers. The internet turned on her as it always does. Maria returned to work, her broom steady as ever. The shop's customers, once silent, now greeted her with quiet respect. Diego, home from college, hugged her tightly, whispering, "You're my hero, Ma." But the weight of the ordeal lingered. Maria wondered if Karen had learned anything, or if the girl's heart was too hardened by likes and retweets. The town buzzed with the story, some calling it justice, others decrying the punishment as too harsh for a teenager's mistake. Lila, now a local hero, kept arranging flowers, her law books tucked under the counter. She'd shown the world that even the quietest voices could bloom with power. But for Maria, the victory felt hollow. She'd won, but at the cost of reliving her humiliation in court. The flowers around her seemed to wilt just a little, their colors dimmed by the memory of cruelty. Karen, meanwhile, sat in her room, staring at a blank phone screen. The restraining order kept her from the shop, but not from her thoughts. She wondered if she'd gone too far, if the thrill of attention was worth the price. A small part of her wanted to apologize, but pride choked the words. The world moved on, but she was stuck, a cautionary tale in a town that loved its flowers. The story of Maria and Karen spread beyond the shop, sparking debates on X and in coffee shops. Was Karen a villain, or a kid who made a mistake? Was Maria's lawsuit justice, or overreach? The flowers kept blooming, indifferent to human drama. Their petals a reminder that beauty endures, even through pain. What do you think, did Maria's pursuit of justice go too far? Or was it the only way to hold Karen accountable?